Hi Saggy, welcome back to our channel. All right, guys, let's just get into it. I feel like someone's gonna reach out to you that you haven't heard from in a long time. Feels like you have dated this person. Maybe it never moved to a relationship. It just was like a dating situation. Obviously, there could have been some conflict between you and this person. Okay, I'm seeing that on the bottom of the deck. There was conflict that ended this connection, but someone has been thinking about you a lot lately, like really tapped into your energy. This person could feel blind. This is on the bottom of the deck as well. Talks about searching for answers, blinded to the truth, watching you online and wanting to know something about you. I feel like this person wants to know if you're single. Okay? So, how you may know who this person is, and we're going to get some deeper messages about them as well in this reading. So, don't worry. But we have dating here. So, this is someone that you could have met through dating, obviously, right? You could have met this person through a dating site, maybe an app. It looked like you and this person had a lot of hookups in the past. Okay? This person wants to know if you're seeing someone. That's what I'm getting. Like, are you seeing someone right now? Have you met the one yet? And if not, what does that mean for me? This person will be reaching out to you, giving you a call, or they'll be sending you a text, okay? So you'll be hearing from them. You guys will have a conversation soon. Could happen this weekend for you guys because it is Friday, correct? Yes. All right. And it looks like you guys will be talking, also unblocking. I don't know if you made another social media, you had them blocked on your last one. They now feel like they're unblocked from your life. Like maybe you have forgiven them or you are moved past that conflict that you guys had before. We have Tether here. All right, Tether talks about telepathy. It talks about intuition, dreams, and even songs. Through music, this person is finding meaning that kind of makes them recognize you. Okay, so certain lyrics, certain song titles make them think of you. They feel like something is calling them right now when it comes to you. This person could feel trapped in this situation, like they can't stop thinking of you, but they also don't know how to reach out or what to say. And I do feel like this person has been thinking so much to now it's like a mental prison of thoughts of you. We also have Cross here. Cross talks about destiny, so they may feel like you're part of their destiny. This person is very spiritual these days. I don't know if that was how they were in the past, but they are super spiritual now. They do believe in divine guidance. They feel like maybe something divinely is guiding them towards you again. They do realize that in the past there was a lot of trial and error between you two, that they were very sad from that situation. That situation brought out a lot of sorrow that they still hold on to at this time. They feel like losing you was a huge emotional loss for them. They do feel like it's a necessity to reach out. It's a need, not a want. Okay, so they feel like they do need to make good on the terms that you guys have had. Apologize, just communicate their feelings. They feel convicted to do so. They feel like it's their duty and this is part of fate. We have Island here. Island talks about someone who has foreign affairs. So, maybe you met this person through travel. Maybe you and this person have way different backgrounds, way different cultures. Okay, so that's going to resonate with some of you, not all of you. This person feels like you're living life on your solo dolo journey. You're on an island all by yourself. You have isolated yourself from them, isolated your lifestyle from them. They don't know what's going on in your life, what you've been up to, what you're even into these days. They feel like you can come off a little standoffish, especially to them. They feel in separation from you, estranged from you. They feel lonely. Losing you did push them into a very independent journey. So they had to learn independence all over again. All right. And this person feels like for some reason, the connection between you two is protected divinely. So they feel a very big spiritual tie to you. Maybe you taught this person a big lesson. Okay. So that's one thing I also want to pull for in this reading is like, what did this person learn from that? Last, we have Grasshopper. This is about taking a leap of faith, hopping into your destiny. It talks about this person being way more easygoing. Maybe they had a very erratic energy in the past. There's sudden change in direction for this person, or they made a lot of sudden changes from this loss. All right. This person is trying not to worry about how they feel called to you right now, that everything's going to work out just fine. They have moved on from things that were holding them back, things that seemed chaotic in the past. They are discovering prosperity in their life, so their finances could be increasing in a major way. This person has a so what type of attitude, so they're ready to reach out, and if you don't respond, if you reject them, they almost have this energy of like, whatever, at least I tried. All right, let's see what's going on. Tell me who is coming towards my Saggies very soon. Going to call them, reach out. This person who's been thinking about Sagittarius. Who is this person? How would Sag know who this person is? Knight of Wands. You consider them to be a player or a hoe, period. This person is very impulsive in the past, okay? You also see them as a Two of Swords, so you may have seen them as someone who could not make a decision about what they wanted with you. So very impulsive person, someone who may get bored very easily in the past, someone who you felt like kept other options around, someone that you felt like could not decide what they wanted with you, okay? So you may not have the most fond memories of this person, just keeping it real. Six of Cups. You do have a lot of positive memories with this person. You have thought about it from time to time, but you also may feel very secure in your happiness alone or outside of that connection. Nine of Cups, okay? So it's not like it's a necessity for you to reach out to them. This is more so how they feel about you. How would this person describe Sagittarius today? Even though they don't know much about Sagittarius's lifestyle right now, how would they describe Sagittarius? How would this person describe Sagittarius? If they're having a conversation with their closest friend, what would they say about Sagittarius? The Sun. Very positive things they would say about you. And Strength card, very, very positive. Very positive energy. First and foremost, bottom of the deck is the Fool and the Queen of Wands. Back then, when you and this person were communicating and you guys were in cahoots or dealing with each other, you really changed their frame of mindset. You could have been on a new journey, a new beginning. You tried something new. You took a risk or a leap of faith, and it landed correctly for you. So you were very optimistic back then. And you could have tried to translate that optimism into this person's life. Maybe they were a little jaded. Maybe they're a little pessimistic or too much of a realist that they couldn't really invite magic into their life. And in today's time, I see that this person does lean on intuition. They do lean into the magic. So they are just way more spiritual and faithful about their life than they were before. And you played a big, major role in that. They would say nothing but positive things about you. Nothing bad to say, okay? With the Sun, they would say that you sparked their inner child. You were very playful. You were a very funny, humorous person. They may say something about your humor and how you just say the craziest things that are so funny. They may even recall a joke that maybe you don't even think about today, but they recall this joke that you made, and every time it comes up, it makes them smile, okay? They would say that you have a very playful attitude. You do live through your inner child, and that was refreshing to see, maybe based off of like the people around them who are always serious all the time, okay? They would say that you light up a room. They would say that you also attract a lot of attention, visibility, exposure, fame. So there's something that they consider you famous for. Maybe they consider you famous for spirituality. Maybe you read cards on this person if you have your own oracle or tarot deck, and something that you said actually came true, and that was very like soul sparking. Maybe they feel like you light up a room. You met some of their friends, their colleagues, and everybody kind of like surrounded you and wanted to be in your energy. Okay, so they see that you get a lot of attention romantically, but outside of that, like a lot of recognition for your efforts and your lifestyle. And you are like a spark of inspiration for them, but also other people. They also will say that you're the Strength card. So they see you as very disciplined in your mindset. Whatever you believe, you don't waver from that. If you're optimistic, if you're joyous, you believe in blessings, you believe in miracles, you believe in elevation, expansion, growth in your life. You never wavered from that, and you had discipline, energy towards that. When this person would give you pushback with their realism or just being super strategic, logical, detached, you would just not compromise with your beliefs. You stayed on the high end, on the highest frequency, okay? They also see you as disciplined, and you have great self-control when it comes to even how you dealt with them romantically. While they possibly had all these options, bouncing from home to home, bouncing from restaurant to restaurant, bouncing from car to car, who knows? You could have been very focused on them. You gave them loyalty without maybe even reaching that level of commitment that you guys or you were aiming for. That's something that they know that doesn't come by easily, this energy, the sun and the strength. And they miss that. And they feel like they take that for granted, okay? They do know how they've been very hesitant. What lesson have they learned from dealing with Sagittarius about themselves? What lesson have they learned in life about themselves, their actions, their choices? What lessons have they learned from dealing with Sagittarius? Wow. Okay. Very nice. When you met this person, whether you knew it or not, they felt very defeated. And I think they told you that, but not in the words of, I feel defeated. They were very honest about something that was worrying them. Maybe their finances were worrying them. Maybe they started a new job and they had a better job before, but they could have been layoffs. So now they had to find another job and they're worried about that. Maybe they made a big, they took a big risk, like buying a new car or starting a new business, buying a home, and they felt worried about that. So they didn't exactly say those words, I feel defeated in life right now, but they were honest and upfront about their worries, okay? And the lesson that you taught this person is about expansion and growth, not being in a limited mindset, thinking bigger than themselves, their reality, reinforcing, reassuring them that they can, sorry guys, my nose is always itching. Reassuring them that they can go after their dreams, that they can have more than what they have right now, see the bigger picture, and also trying to help them to navigate that. So Three of Wands sometimes is like a GPS system. So it's like you're telling someone, okay, yes, this job laid you off, but you have this business, you writing this book, you can make something happen from that. And this is what you need to do, okay? I am the sun. This is how I gain an audience. This is how you're going to gain an audience. But at that time, this person wasn't ready to hear those words, okay? You also taught them the Eight of Cups, to leave behind things that are emotionally unsatisfactory. So whether they were trying to really move up the ladder in a certain career, but it just was a lot of disappointment after disappointment. Maybe they were chasing another lover outside of you, and that person kept disappointing them. You taught them how to detach from that, leave that behind to make a better outcome. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome. You have to stop being in this victim energy, and you have to expand your life. You gave them the rule book. You gave them the navigation, the route to go. They weren't ready to take advantage of that then. But has this person done that so far? So when you were dealing with this person, they weren't ready to take your advice, your wisdom, your guidance. Sagittarius, you are the guru. So a lot of times the kind of relationships you foster are mentor-mentee relationships or vice versa. And this person wasn't ready to take that advice back then, but have they done it so far? Have they done it yet? Have they actually taken Saggy's advice since then? Justice, yes. Yes, they have. This person took accountability. They worked with integrity, with the truth about maybe how they were slowing down their life and what role they played in their outcome. And they have balanced the scales in their life. They have become way more influential towards themselves, being their own leader, and also better at manifesting because of this relationship, okay? So now let's see what you can expect from this person, their next actions, what's going to happen here. Guys, I'm going to do an extended for this reading because I feel called to do so. And in that extended, I'm going to tell you about the outcome. So if you enjoy this reading, if you're getting a lot of, clarity about the situation and you want to see maybe what the outcome will be after we see this person's actions, definitely follow me into the extended. The link will be in the description box down below. And I will also put it in the comment section, okay? All right, tell me about this person. What's their next actions towards my Saggies? What can Sag expect this person to do next? Now that they're feeling like the worst that can happen is no. So I'm going to take this leap of faith. What is this person going to do? I see a lot of like cleaning house, okay? We're going to talk about it. I see a lot of cleaning house here. Yeah. So interesting, this person. Okay. What is this? Mob and a Knight of Wands. This person is their own enemy here. They are stuck in some type of negative mindset when it comes to coming towards you. No one is telling this person, if you go towards Sag, they're going to block you. They're going to leave you on red. These are this person's own thoughts, okay? So they are the mob in their life. They're the one who's kind of condemning themselves. There could be a lot of flashbacks to the past and like just things that they did that hurt you, hurt your heart, disappointed you, heartbroke you. This person thinks about those things, okay? So it kind of is keeping them stuck, a little fearful right now. But I do see this person taking action eventually. Right now, what I see that they're doing is cleaning house. They're almost doing an edit. Sorry, not an edit, an audit of their life. So right now, like as we're speaking, this person is coming up with some type of plan. Two of Wands. They're trying to position themselves in a powerful energy to have the confidence to come towards you. With that Two of Wands, they want where the grass is greener. Okay, so again, I do feel like this person had other options outside of you in the past, and maybe they thought that's where the grass was greener. I also feel like this person was chasing some type of dead end connection, and they thought the grass was greener there. Now they're seeing you as the grass is greener. Now they want to come up with some type of strategy to gain your attention, to attract you to them. And I see them doing an audit. So this is the type of person who starts to clean up their house. You know, it's almost like manifestation. You clean up because you're expecting company, okay? So they start to clean up more. They become more organized. They throw out all this old stuff in their house. They clear out the garage space for an extra car. They're keeping the side of the bed that they don't sleep on very nice and tidy, okay? Cleaning their bathroom, taking out the trash more, you know, really organizing for you to come in. Even social media, deleting old photos, archiving old photos, cleaning up their presence. All right. Maybe buying some new clothes online, going to the mall, getting a new wardrobe, you know, getting really fancy with their looks, going to the nail salon, going to get to the barber, to the hair stylist, really trying to create this presence that will be favorable to you, that you will be attracted to. This person right now is not chasing, they're trying to attract. Queen of Wands energy always talks about like cleaning up your identity to attract the reality that you want. So it's not an energy of like reaching out first. It's almost like if Sag so happens to drive by my place, if Sag so happens to come across my social media, they will be so attracted to what I have built that they will be interested in me communicating with them. So this is what this person is doing right now. Now, again, there's this energy of defeated energy that's cycling back to them. Hermit, okay? This person's a little rusty socially. They have not been dating. They have not been hanging out. They could have been really focused on their goals. They could have been going through a period of self-discovery. I don't see a lot of social interactions for this person. They feel a little rusty when it comes to communication or when it comes to dating or even just flirting, you know, charisma. It's definitely within this person with the Wands energy, but with that Hermit, they have to re-enter society or re-enter this field of influence towards you. And once they're ready to do so, there is this energy of being a little insecure, but they lean on the positive memories that you guys have had. They lean on what they love about you as the sun, that inner child. They start to feel a little bit more playful, and they have prepared themselves for you to re-enter their life, okay? So let's see how that's going to go down. Tell me about the Two of Wands for this person. Tell me about the Two of Wands for this person, please. So there's two doors this person could go through. We see that in this card right here. You see door number 1, door number 2, right? And then we also see two paths that this person could take with this wild card. We have the path to the left, the path to the right. This card is telling this person to be confident. That's something that they need to work on. You make this person feel so insecure because they were not ready for you at that time that you were in their life. They were like 10 steps behind. They had no clue how significant you would be. And they took that for granted. So now they almost have to have the confidence again to meet you at your level. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, there's something about the house that they're reorganizing. They're cleaning up. They're donating or decluttering. Okay. Almost like mothering energy with that Queen of Pentacles. But it's about getting yourself in a routine, organizing yourself, organizing your lifestyle, organizing your schedule, maybe even saving money because you're thinking with Sag, I want to take them out. I want to go do this. I want to invite them to this event. So they're almost like really trying to own in good behavior and also find structure in their life that will entice you. Like maybe if Sag sees that I have my shit together and that I'm doing well, then that will attract them towards me. Okay. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. So the biggest thing I'm seeing here is that this person is not in the King of Wands. King of Wands is a person that takes action. Queen of Wands is the energy of just embodying and attracting. Okay. So that's what this person's strategy is. If I embody the type of person that Sag was trying to instill in me to become, then that will attract Sag towards me. And I'll make myself visible. So I don't know what that means, but like making sure that you can see them. Let's see. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. And Judgment. Okay. This person's going through an awakening when it comes to you. They feel called to, see you again, speak to you again. They feel like now is the time with Judgment. Okay. And they also feel like if they do have the chance to speak to you again, you will be judging them. You'll be testing them because of what happened in the past, unresolved feelings, emotions, situations that you and this person went through. They're going to feel judged. You may have your own preconceived notions about this person. They know that. And so they almost want to prove you wrong, like anything negative that you have taken from that situation to see that this person has evolved. They're going to work really hard, working around the clock to, again, like audit their life. If I have been just sitting on the couch drinking beers at the end of the night, I'm going to stop with the beers. I'm going to stop being lazy at the end of the night. I'm going to make sure I'm in bed on time. I'm keeping my laundry fresh. I'm keeping the house clean, smell good. I'm making sure the front of my yard is tidy and upkept. I'm making sure that my wardrobe looks very nice. That my style is very nice. My upkeep is very nice. They're working really hard here. And they also, 3 of Pentacles is the energy of a team. So there's other people involved in this reunion. They could have friends that they are, exposing themselves to and saying, hey, I've been thinking about this person so long. I don't know what to do. What's your advice? So they're taking advice. They're taking help. There's other people here kind of in their ears saying, oh, this is what women like. This is what men like. This is what they will like. This is what this will like. Almost keeping watch and also helping them get their shit in order. All right. This person feels like the Hermit, super awkward. They don't know what to say. They wouldn't even know how to open up a conversation with you with that Hermit. They have not been super social. They've been going through an awakening, self-discovery, dark night of the soul. And now they're re-entering society, trying to be social. They don't have the same charisma they had in the past. That's what I'm seeing. Tell me about the Hermit. This person is happy in life, but the only thing that does not make them happy is not having connection with you, okay? They feel like they went through a very tough lesson. They've learned a lot of things, and they feel like, okay, now what? Now I am matching that frequency What is the miracle here? Does that mean I'm going to reunite with Sag? Does that show that now I am ready to explore what this could mean with Sag, or be just a better friend to Sag, whatever that is? So they feel like they have upgraded their life in a big way. They've learned a lot of tough lessons. They're happy, but they're missing a link. There's a missing piece here, and I feel like that is you. And it brings them to their emotions for you. The nostalgia, the past memories. Those were some of the best times. They felt the most blessed when you were in their life, but it was short-lived, okay? So now they want to see, can we do a rerun? Tell me about the Six of Cups. Is there any action this person will be taking with that Six of Cups? Yep. Three of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. They're going to come towards you. This person's coming towards you for a new emotional beginning, okay? They definitely want the emotions to be there. They care about you. This person could love you even. They want to feel that connection right back. But they're not going to come in, demanding that it starts in a romantic space. It's more so like seeing each other in a very lighthearted, casual environment. Could be a party or invite that this person's going to send your way for an event. That could be their event, or it could be someone that they are close to event. They want to meet you in a very casual environment. Let's not have the heavy conversation right now, but we are going to have it. I am ready to take accountability, but let's just have some fun. Let's see if we're still compatible, because Three of Cups is a card of compatibility. So just kind of being in a very casual, lighthearted environment where it doesn't have to be so serious. You don't have to come in guns blazing. And you guys can smile, laugh, play, have fun, and then see if this is even worth going deeper and taking that deep dive. Anything else about this person? Let's see. All right, bottom of the deck, we have you can do it. So yeah, this person needs some confidence to come towards you. Right now, they're just trying to match your frequency and their lifestyle and then approach you, right? We have memories comfort us, which is just like the Six of Cups. The memories that this person has of you is very comforting, but they want the real thing. They are afraid of rejection. We have no here. So they're afraid of you mouthing the words no to them, or rejecting them, or telling them, I'm not interested in this timeline. That is something that scares them, but I do see that they're going to move past it. And we also have, you are good enough as you are right now. This person definitely has some insecurities about coming towards you, but again, I see them moving past it. So that's what I have for you, Sag. Very interesting reading. I wasn't expecting these messages to come out at all, so it's an interesting turn today. Let me know, how do you feel? Do you know who this person is? How do you feel about this person? What was significant about this person in the past to you versus right now? Right now, you could have your own feelings about them, but what was significant? What made you feel like maybe this was someone worth investing in back then? Think about those things, okay? I'm going to take this to the extended. We're going to see the outcome here. Obviously, this person's going to invite you to a very casual, fun, uplifting, party, event, hang out with their friends, something casual. They're a little nervous. We're going to see what's going to happen with that and what you can expect moving forward. Is the door closed between you and this person? Is there meaning of them coming towards you right now? If you want to follow me there, the link will be in the description box down below. I will see you guys again very soon. I plan on doing readings throughout the weekend for you. Okay, so I will see you guys soon enough. I hope that you guys have a great Friday. And until next time, Sag, love you guys. Bye.